Hello madam and hello guys. We are from NEZUKO Chance Group and my name is Amiwa Kayunisa binti Zulkarnain. The work system interface that our group has chosen is Atm Machine. We have explained about the machine like the users, task, tool and the environment in the video presentation phase 1. So now we will present for phase 2. The usability of ATM machine is easy to learn because it involves a few steps with instructions for the convenience of the users. It's easy to remember how to use also. The instructions will be displayed on the machine screen, so the use of ATM machines will make it easier for the users to do any transaction. Another usability is efficient to use. The users can save time to do any transaction other than deposit money, as the users can pay utility bills like store subscription bill, electricity bill, telephone bill, gas bill, and so on. It's effective to use. The machines respond quickly when the users perform any transaction, and it have a good utility because the machines provide 24 hours per 7 days services, so the users can do any transaction at any time. The issues in relation to contact-free design is the machine lacks of personal service, as we all know that the machines do not provide any bank assistance to help answer questions from the user. Another issue is some machines dull on the screen. Dull or all transfer through touch can appear on the machine screen and affect its function. It will cause the machine screen look blurry, and the machines may malfunction. Sometimes the screen of the machine has to be touched a little longer to make a choice, and also may not possible to detect the touch. This may be because the machine screen was not recalibrated or suffered damage to the function in the machine screen. The cognitive and physical actions that the users need to do is reading time. The users have to read all the instructions that displayed on the screen so as not to make mistakes when using the machine services. The users also have to be sensitive to the transaction options so that the goal is achieved when making any transaction. And it involves finger movement time. The users have to move their finger to point to the options that displayed on the machine screen, or press the provided button like pressing the number button to enter the PIN number.
Hello everyone, I will tell you about stressor that could affect the user when performing the task. The task is ATMs. Okay. For the environment stressor, we have motions and thermal stress. Thermal stress. For the motions, low frequency vibration leads to motion sickness, hard to concentrate. Low frequency vibration occur when the place of the ATM machines you are visiting is crowded with the people, and there are various sounds that make it difficult for you to concentrate on the things you want to do due to noise interference from people around you. For example, noise from conversations and user pushing each other in the background. For the second one is thermal stress, cold stress. Descriptions or coordinates motor performance by hands and fingers. Unstable ventilations, temperature that are too hot or too cold will interfere with the performance of the user's focus. Extremely cold ventilations from the aircon in the ATM place can interfere with the user performance, such as motor function, which cause the whole body and hands to feel cold and interfere with the focus while using the ATM because it is difficult to press the buttons in the ATM. For the second one is psychological stressor, cognitive appraisals and performance change with arousals. For the cognitive appraisals, fail to perceive the circumstances of risk and fail to understand the risk. This always happens to a user who use ATM for the first time. They feel stressed when they do not understand how to use ATM correctly, which cause the actions or choice they make wrong. For the examples, forget the PIN number, user forget to the bank card after making the withdrawals, or forget to take the money and take the transaction receipt after done using the ATM machines. The second one is performance change with overresource, cognitive tunneling, tendency to focus attention exclusively on what is going on and ignore other option. Ignore other option is often happens when the ATM user only focus on one goal, which results in the other step being ignored. User who forgets to take a bank, for example, user who forgets to take the bank card after making the money withdrawals process. This is because user only focus on withdrawing money and forget about the bank cards.
Salam sejahtera to Madam Ong. My name is Asnaliana binti Zamani 69142. For this Fasa 2 video, I will present about human error and error in normal interaction diagram. The error that user could make when performing the task is user sometimes press the wrong button when performing a transaction. For this error performing, we call the classifications of error is errors of commissions. Operator performs extra steps that are incorrect or perform a step incorrectly. For example, if user press a wrong button when withdraw money at ATM machine, we can choose to start again the transactions or continue the step from the beginning. The second error is errors of omissions. That means operators fail to perform a procedural step. For this performing error situation is when user has debit card for saving account, but the user pressed the wrong button to the current account. The system will cannot perform a procedural step. ATM machine will automatically remove user card. A user need to starting again the process from the beginning. After that is error classification for human taxonomy is memory lapse sleep. This is because this error sometimes cause user memory failures. User can failing to do all steps, needs to repeating again the steps, and sometimes forgetting actions to press which button. Even user every day make a withdrawal for any transactions. Sometimes the error happen because too many steps need to remember include the PIN number. Lastly is error in the normal interaction diagram. Error always be originate at the perform step, or we also call it executions of the action sequence. The executions of the action sequence step of normal interaction diagram is at the sleep area that originate in the action circle. Human or user always make an error at the executions of the action sequence. This is because many selections we need to select and click to proceed transactions. Sometimes humans make errors in select for account, bank, and credit card. Then the user need to enter their PIN number. If they enter a wrong number, they need to restart again the step procedure. Thank you.
Hi, and a very good evening to Miss Un and all my fellow friends. So today my name is Nur Nabia binti Nazri, and that is my friend Rusnur Ramadani.
Hi.
So we will proceed on UX design guidelines. Okay, next. Okay. We are doing the UX design guidelines for ATM machines that we had done in a first phase, and then now we proceed for the second phase, and we have been chosen for doing these UX design guidelines. So the first one is presentation of cognitive affordance. The presentation complexity of cognitive affordance was ineffective in terms of organization and layout of the display at the ATM machine. As we can see, too many options at the ATM screen that made user difficult to locate and aware of certain symbol and instruction. What I mean here is when you go to the ATM machine, at the screen, you can see many options that we need to choose, that we want to achieve our goals. But sometimes it will cause user difficult to locate and aware where is the where to choose, or uh maybe they can't see the instruction clearly because there are many options there. And second is cognitive avoidance noticeability. Okay, I'll proceed this to Rusna Ramadhani.
Okay, for cognitive avoidance noticeability, ATM machine need to put some instruction step by step on how to use the ATM machine based on their goals, such as money withdrawal, money transfer, or checking balance. This can